This is the mega, dude. Just one trip. One trip. What is going on, guys? It's Brandon J, and today we are back at the pond. Today we are going to be getting our hands extremely dirty. To be honest, I'm going to just be working today, man. Today is not going to be like a stalking video. It's not going to be a like fun implementing new species video to the pond. Today is a work day. As you can see behind me, the lily pads are getting a little out of control, to say the least. This pond in the past like 10 to 12 years, they go through phases. So sometimes it's completely bare where there's no lilies. Sometimes there's like new water plants that come up. But I'm gonna be honest, in the past like 10 years, this is the worst I've ever seen the lily pads. They are just like completely overgrown. It's pretty much a jungle over here. So today I'm gonna be going in. Do we have fish right here behind us? We sure do. We've got something going on here.
That's the alligator waiting for you.
Yeah, I think it was the alligator. I have not seen an alligator this morning, which scares me a little bit, because today I'm actually gonna be getting in the water and we're gonna be pulling out lily pads by hand. All right, so the reason we are gonna be pulling them out with our hands is because I've done some research, some Googling on how to eradicate lily pads. By the way, they're bad because they're gonna kill the oxygen in the water, which basically will kill all of my fish. I had to kind of minimize the plants to allow my fish to survive and the oxygen levels to be good. So I Googled it, and it says, fortunately, you can control and even eradicate lily pads without the use of toxic chemicals. By the way, we don't want to use toxic chemicals because we have pet fish in here that we don't want to kill. So the best way, number one way, pulling out by hand, using your hands to pull out water lilies out of the pond, is one natural way to remove these aggressive plants. And it also says in quotation marks here, getting the roots out is going to completely eradicate them. I hope to tackle at least 1/3 of the pond's lily pads today. So it is 11:39 out here right now. I have some drone footage to show you some of the lily pad coverage, but hopefully I can pull out a lot of these in the really thick area, and hopefully the before and after of the drone footage is going to show you just how much we pull out. I'm going hard today. I'm not kidding. Like, I am going in and I am pulling out as much as I can. So it appears that this is going to work. We'll see. But we're just going to make a path and tackle all this behind us where it's super, super overgrown. And honestly, I'm just going to keep punching this in the ground to make sure there's no alligators in front of me. So wish us luck. We'll keep you guys updated, and hopefully by the end of this video, we're going to have a brand new pond, baby. This right here, remember the root thing I showed you guys? This right here is what I'm like really trying to get out of here. I'm cutting most of them off at like the ends here, so they will die. But when I can get like the whole pod and the root and everything, that's what I'm going after. It's connected to all these lilies. So you gotta think there's hundreds of these like heads right here for these lily pads. And it's like this giant like tree bark, man. Like this is like the most powerful, strong stuff. So it's extremely hard to break, but if I can get more of these lily pad heads out of here, then this thing will be like pristine, pristine. First cooler of lily pads. All right, that's our first batch of aquatic plants. Holy crap. This took about 30 to 45 minutes, but you can see just on the first batch how much oxygen it can pull out of the water. It's a lot of plants. Let me show you the dent we put in. We're about 1/4 of the way across. We can continue to go down there and then finish all that up too. Oh my gosh, man. Bro. is insane. It's like looks like a freaking anaconda. Tell me that's not the craziest thing you've ever seen. All this, just roots and, tell me that's not crazy, bro. I got some stuff out of the pond, bro. Holy crap, I told you it was like a whole highway of roots under there, man. They're just all connected. All this stuff, all these big pieces. And thank God they float, makes it a little easier on me. But just literally the craziest thing ever, bro. This is so crazy. Oh, all right, I'm doing a little bit of a recon here. Just checking depths here, seeing like what areas I want to pull up, what areas I don't. I think this area is actually okay. This is not too bad. Oh! What was that? Oh, it's the alligator. What? Yeah, he's right there. Oh, I don't like that. It's definitely the alligator. I can see him right up there. I don't want to get him up in the lilies because that's where I'm going to be working. So I'm going to herd our alligator the opposite way. If you guys can see, he's right there. Yeah, he just took off. Now he's going to go in deeper water now. Kind of keep my eye on him here a little bit better. All right, guys, so I have my giant bed full of lilies right here, but I want to show you what we've accomplished. Really good so far. We are officially clocking in at 4.5 hours of straight weed pulling. This is only half our pile. We've created 2 piles. We have to clean out the truck, fill up the whole bed, and get rid of these things. But honestly, we got a ton done. I want to go ahead and take you down to the water and show you exactly what we did. Here's the thing, man. Was it hard work? Absolutely. Could you have done it with chemicals? Absolutely. Would you have killed all the fish? Most likely. So this was the only way to really do it efficiently without harming any of the fish. Now, if you look down here, well, here's more of our lilies, but if you look down here, we created a canal. So I tried to pull up as many roots as I can. I even got some of the giant roots. This is like this big pile over here. But basically why we picked this area is this was the thickest area. So I wanted to create a complete path where I can cast, and as you guys can see, there's like a grate over there. So I'll actually be able to fish off that too. This is gonna be like a highway for fish. So we already saw a couple shiners in here. We have not seen any bass move through, but we did hop on the paddle board. We saw the baby gator. We also saw the freaking 10 or 13 pounder. I'm not sure which one, but it was freaking giant. So that was really cool. I think I do want to fish out of here soon. It's just so prime, it's ready to go. So I want to get on the paddle board and fish all the areas that were really hard. If you guys like this type of video, drop a big thumbs up. Right now I'm going to put a drone shot of the very beginning. This is when we first got here this morning, and basically you can see there are just lily pads everywhere. It is just completely stocked. It's all choked up. So when we saw that, I picked the worst part, which is pretty much right here. And right now I'm gonna roll the after clip. And obviously, as you can see, we created a giant lane. Now you may see a bunch of just trash and stuff in the middle. That's just a bunch of little floating algae and stuff like that. And of course there are a bunch of ripped up plants, but we did get most of it out, as you guys saw in today's video. So I think that's really gonna help. Pulling a lily pad out of the pond will not change the world, but for that pond, the world will change. It's something we got from Danny Duncan, but in this case, it actually does make a difference. I'm gonna need a bigger truck. Golly, man. Holy crap. Realize how much it was until you do this.
There's so much green.
I know, bro. I know. This isn't even a quarter of it, dude. Just think about that. It's like an underwater forest.
It's gonna get strong today.
I know, bro. Today was a workout for real. I don't know, like, if I've made the point clear or not, but honestly, like, without doing this hard work, like, yes, this was hard. This was not easy at all. But without doing this, like, it wouldn't have got fixed. You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta do the hard work yourself when no one else is gonna do it. And honestly, I'm the only person around here who has something like really invested in that pond, you know? They're trying to train those fish, take care of them. I mean, they're pretty much my pets at this point. So it's like if I wasn't gonna do it and help them, nobody was. So kind of how I look at it. And just taking care of a place that means a lot to me. It's just like kind of cleaning up your room, but in a major way. With that being said, I think that's gonna wrap up today's video. We gotta take all the big roots, we gotta take all the lilies, we gotta dispose of it properly in a proper disposal where it's not gonna get back into the water, because you don't wanna cross aquatic plants and just have it overgrow somewhere else. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Don't forget about the Wave Runner. I am giving that thing away. One of you guys can win it. Go to jigginwithjordan.com. You can get my swim trunks here. You can get all my other apparel like my hat, bracelets, backpacks, bottles, a ton of other stuff. We got winter gear coming out. Every $20 counts as one entry. At the end of the month, I'm gonna pick one of you guys, fly out to you, and deliver a Wave Runner. With that being said, it's gonna wrap it up for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. It was a really, really hard video, but it needed to be done. So thank you guys so much for watching. As always, catch you guys on the next adventure. Peace out.
You and I till the end. Don't need to pretend again and again. We'll stick together.
So Malcolm is making jokes because out of all the things I could have done for today's YouTube video, I could have went fishing in this pond, spent an hour out here having a good time. But he was like, out of all the things you picked, picking up lily pads. Literally the hardest video I've filmed in like the past 2 years.
Stick together. I can be